It's the Past Lives Podcast. I'm your host, Jim Palizzi. Today is March 7th, 2024, and we're going to explore music about today. Every so often when I put together this show, a couple of songs come that just fit together, and I found two today in Pete Seeger, recorded 1978 on March 7th, and then a song about Pete Seeger, recorded just 1 year later.
Nevertheless, I keep singing a lot of old songs. There's a kind of a double way to look at an old song. Like a historian knows two kinds of history, two kinds of truth. One, is it true that Caesar made a speech at such and such a time? Second, is it true what he said? And so I sing a lot of old songs, and you can learn from them all. There's a song made up by steel workers in near Pittsburgh, the town of Homestead, in 1892. I confess I saw the song in a book 30 years ago, and I didn't learn it. I said, it's another Irish barroom song. But I had to sing in Homestead a year ago. Son of a gun, the song rang true. They all sang it with me. I don't know if you will, but it goes like this. It tells a true event that happened in 1892 when they were locked out, and the Pinkerton so-called detectives came to with guns to take over the plant, and the Pinkertons were met with small arms fire. There was an all-day shootout, and 60 were wounded and 10 killed. We are asking one another as we pass the time of day, why working men resort to arms to get their proper pay, and why our labor unions should not be recognized, whilst the actions of a syndicate must not be criticized. Now the troubles down at Homestead were brought about this way, when a grasping corporation had the audacity to say, you must all renounce your union and forswear your liberty, and we will give you a chance to live and die in slavery. Now the man that fights for honor, none can blame him. May luck attend wherever he may roam, and no son of his will ever live to shame him, whilst liberty and honor rule our home. A group of sturdy working men started out at break of day, determination in their face which plainly meant to say, no one shall come and take our homes for which we have toiled so long. No one shall come and take our place. No, it's here that we belong. A woman with a rifle spied her husband in the crowd. She handed him the weapon and they cheered her long and loud. He kissed her and said, Mary, you stay home until we're through. She answered, no, if you must fight, my place is here with you. Now the man that fights for honor, now the man that fights for honor, none can blame him. May luck attend, may luck attend, wherever he may roam, and no son of his, no son of his will ever live to shame him, whilst liberty and honor, whilst liberty and honor rule our own. When a bunch of bum detectives came without authority, like thieves at night while decent men were sleeping peacefully, can you wonder why all honest hearts with indignation burn, or why the worm that treads the ground when trod upon will turn? When they locked out men at Homestead, then they were face to face with a bunch of bum detectives, and they knew it was their place to protect their homes and families, and this was neatly done, and the public will reward them for the victories they won. Now the man that fights for honor, none can blame. May luck attend, may liberty and honor, whilst liberty and
Got a brand new song about a man I admire more than anybody else in the music industry, and it's because he's does not suffer from the proclivity of all of us to have big mouths and very little follow-up in terms of action. He's a man who's for 40 years stood for, well, the best of what we can muster. As a matter of fact, he was early on virtually every major issue in the last 40 years, from fascism to red baiting to ecology to women's rights to racial questions to Vietnam to energy questions. Of course, I speak of Pete Seeger, and he is having his 60th birthday, if you can believe that, in May, and I wrote this song for him, and I hope you like it. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's the man with the banjo and a 12-string guitar, and he's singing us the songs to tell us who we are. When you look in his eyes, you know that somebody's in there. Yeah, he knows where we're going and where we've been, and how the fog is getting thicker, where the future should begin. When you look at his life, you know that he's really been there. Still, what is the name that they're calling that man? What is the name that they're calling that man? You know, it's always there. Oh, Folkie, they say he's always bleeding, but whenever somebody's needing him, he's the one who cares. It's always there. Oh, Folkie, whenever something's burning, or a lesson needs some learning, or a tide that needs some turning to some better world somewhere. Yeah, the old folk is there. Yeah, for 40 years now we've been pushing on, carrying the dream, 'cause wood is long gone. He's the last voice singing that bound for glory song. And if you've never seen him, you might take a look. He's the man who put the meaning in the music book. The world may be tired, but he's still going strong. Still, what is the name that they're calling that man? What is the name that they're calling that man? You know, it's always there. Oh, Folkie, they say he's always bleeding, but whenever somebody's needing him, he's the one who cares. It's always there. Oh, Folkie, whenever something's burning, or a lesson needs some learning, or a tide that needs some turning to some better world somewhere. Yeah, the old folk is there. They're calling that man. What is the name that they're calling that man? You know, it's always there. Oh, Folkie, singing for some hopeless cause, shouting at the mountaintop. The wind is his only applause. It's always there. Oh, except the lovers as they're kissing. Though he's singing for them somewhere, yeah, the old folk is there. The old folk is there.
I picked this next tune a whole lot for you good folks last year when we was out here. This is one where you have to change the wires around on this thing. Have to loosen some of them and tighten some. That old Setting on Top of the World, this one's been done in 2 or 3 different shapes. This little arrangement's a little more bluesy than the bluegrass version of this thing. Setting on Top of the World. If I ever get this guitar in tune. If I run my big mouth, I can't hear when the strings get in gear. Was in the spring, one sunny day, my sweetheart left me, Lord, she went away. And now she's gone, and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. And don't you come here running, holding out your little hand, I'm gonna get me a woman like you got your man. And now she's gone, and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. You don't like my peaches, don't you shake my tree, and get out of this orchard, let my peaches be. And now she's gone, and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Oh, well, she called me up down in El Paso, she said, come back, Daddy, Lord, I need you so. And now she's gone, and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Was in the spring, one sunny day, my sweetheart left me, Lord, she went away. And now she's gone, and I don't worry, Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world.
Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron and your breath's as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye, sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. Wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Well, Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico, and nobody heard his dying words. Oh, but that's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Now Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down the south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, and where he got the bread to go, oh, there ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. So the poets tell how Pancho fell and Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold, so the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true, but save a few for Lefty too. He just did what he had to do. Oh, and now he's growing old. And a few gray federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. A few gray federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose.
Going back to September 9th, 1973 with that last track, Pancho and Lefty, a song Willie Nelson released a few years later. That was Townes Van Zandt, the original writer of that song, born March 7th, 1944. And before that, we heard some music from Clarence Ashley and Doc Watson, recorded at Ash Grove in Los Angeles. March 7th, 1963 was the date. And we heard Sitting on Top of the World. And we heard before that a couple songs, one by and one about Pete Seeger. The one by Pete Seeger was the first song of the set, the Homestead Strike song, a song about striking coal mine workers, I think he said, in Pittsburgh. And that was recorded at the Royal Albert Hall, March 7th, 1978. And we skip forward exactly 1 year to March 7th, 1979 in Nashville, Tennessee, with Harry Chapin performing Old Folkie, a song, he says, is about Pete Seeger. And that's what we do here on the Past Live Show. So stick around if you like what you're hearing. Let's get a comment from you. Let's get a like. Let's get a subscription. We'd love to get a subscription on the show, and I appreciate all you viewers. That's why I do the show. Moving right along, let's hear some music written by another folk artist. Richie Havens was his name. And it's going to be performed by Yes on November 29th, 1969. And it's to celebrate the life of Peter Banks, the original keyboardist for Yes, who passed away March 7th, 2013.
step out in the night when you're lonely, listening for the sound city ears don't hear. I know you cross Xavier with every step, now every step. But I know a man who walked miles for you. Stop, you stay where you are. Take a look at yourself. Take a good look at yourself. Can tell your mama she'd only tell her that she told you so. The life you
Harum here on the Past Live Show. Recorded January 24th, 1968 at the Gala du Midem Festival at the Palais des Festivals in Cannes, France. That was to celebrate the birthday of Matthew Fisher, organist for Procol Harum, born March 7th, 1946. And we started off the set with some music from Yes from broadcast on November 29th, 1969. The track, No Opportunity Needed, No Experience Necessary, a Richie Havens song, to celebrate the birthday of Peter Banks, who passed, or celebrate the life of Peter Banks, who passed away March 7th, 2013. Hey, if you like what you hear, send me a comment, give me a like. Past Live Show will be on every day, celebrating music of that day. If you got ideas, I'd be happy to hear them. And we'll see you soon.